Whoa. Oh, I needed some ibuprofen. I need some fucking some Tylenol. Fucking go away. Alright. Alright. We've maxed out Paladin. So, what's the logic again? What are we doing? Well, we're trying to 100% the game. To do that, we need our guys to be high order, high level, enough to actually beat grottos that have to get a metal slime one. Right, that's the logic. Okay, so we're trying to max out our guys and their skills and level them up all the way. But the only way you can do that is the best way to do that is to get a metal slime dungeon. The only way to do that is to have your players a decently high level. And I think the only way we're going to do that is if we get... Well, there's two options. One, we could just take our paladins as they are and try to just get them to like level 50 and then hope for the best. Or, because what you need is, you need levels. You need your guys decently high leveled. So that's kind of the limiting reagent, as it was. I mean, another possible limiting reagent is they're not skilled enough. They don't have enough attributes. Joints are sore. Oh, yeah, I feel like an old man. Fuck. Fucking useless I am. There's also the question of what do I want my party to be? What do I want my party to be, and what do I want? What do I want for weapons? How much do I need to deck them out? So, there's an online calculator. Right. So, apparently it just goes off the hero's level. So, let's say, hypothetically, predict next grotto. Analyze grotto name. So yeah, Granite Tunnel of Woe. There's certain ones that are likely to have metal slimes. Oh, and it includes a prediction for the next one. This is what you need. So clay, rock, granite, basalt. Graphite, nope. Iron, copper. So the way I understand it is you have the ranking. So it goes clay, rock, granite, basalt, graphite, iron, copper, bronze, steel, silver, gold, platinum, ruby. Platinum. And then there's certain ones have, I think it's the water ones, are more likely to have Metal King slime. So it has to be Glacier, Ice Pit. And then what do, I think the Woe, whether it's Woe, Bliss, etc. I forget what those mean. Someone explained it. There was a guy, there was a guy who explained it. Right, so for every extra floor, increase monster rank or increase boss rank, an extra 3 levels. And then a random -5 to +5. So 10 floors, rank 4 monster, and boss number 7. That would be 30 plus 42 plus boss 7, 21, 42, that'd be 63. Or something like that. Or +9, +3, and +6. So it'd be 9 plus 3 plus 6 is 15, 18. 18 times 3 is 30, 54. So it'd be 54. Yep. Okay. So basically the level tells you about how many floors, what rank the monsters are, and the boss level. The prefix gives an indication of how strong the regular monsters in the grotto are. It's randomly assigned. Okay, so it's completely random. So clay is 1 to 2, and then monster rank diamond is 7 to 9. It's random. Is it completely random? I don't think it's random because I feel like for lower levels you get lower tier monsters. This is randomly assigned, so each prefix could be a number of different monster ranks. Well, I think what happens is you have the monster rank, and then it chooses a name that fits within it. So let's say you have a monster rank of 3. Well, it could be anything from bronze to clay, or bronze to basalt. Okay. So you want higher level, because a higher level monster rank will give you things like Metal King Slimes. Finally, the suffix gives an indication of which boss awaits. Quality data. Okay, so the suffix tells you what the boss is. So the higher ones like Doom, Evil, Ruin, and Death are the higher order bosses. Dread, Hurt, and Gloom are also higher to mid. Regret, Bane, Fear are mid. Doubt, Woe, Dolor are mid to low, and Joy, Bliss, and Glee are the lowest ones. The final piece of information is the actual place name. Right, so tunnel, cave, which tells you 2 things. It tells you how deep it is and the type of landscape, right. So there's 2 to 7 floors. Okay, so ice pit is like ice, marsh is water. Okay, nest, ice, water, mine, everything else. What do they mean by everything else? And it also tells me how deep it is. Right, so like a chasm would be a high floor count water dungeon, whereas like a moor would be like a mid-tier water dungeon. Quality of a new map is based on the hero's level and the level of the grotto you just completed, according to the formula. Hero's level plus 5 times revocation. So if you revocate, you get a bonus of 5, plus the level of the previous grotto. So I'm level 50, plus a grotto of 50, plus maybe you revocate it twice, you get 10 points. So there you go, 110. Only the hero's level counts, and only your maximum level / revocation counts. So if you're currently in L1 Luminari, we have level 50 in Minstrel, then you count as a level 50. Oh, okay. Nice. So that means you could level up a specific skill and then just not use it, and it would still count. Only 3 vocations. Okay, okay. Quality can also vary up to 10% in either direction. So base quality, okay, so plus or minus 10%. Time goes by so slowly. So you could get lucky or you could get unlucky, you get an extra 10%. Once we have a quality, the 3 primary stats are generated randomly. And basically it spends those quality points on stuff. So let's say I'm level 50, I don't have any revocations, and I just did a level, I don't know, level like 12. So that's 62 points, which is not a lot. And okay, so quality of 62. But what determines the level of it? What, like, level? A map with 2 floors. Okay. So wait. So 64 could be in that quality 61 to 75 range. Or it could be in the... Oh wait, no, yeah, no, it is in that range. Okay, so you're put into a bracket of difficulty. So I'd be tier 3. So I'd be getting a tier 3 map with 4 to 6 floors, 2 to 4 monsters, and a boss of 2 to 5. Guaranteed. I'm never going to see boss 1. But I'm also never going to see boss... no, or 6. I'm never going to see 6. Okay. So I get a 64, and then it would... So it's going to be one of these. Is it random? So I've got a quality of 64. How does it know what to generate? Does it generate it according to the quality level? Or is it random? Once you're in a set bracket, is it random? That's the thing I'd like to know. So let's say I just get 61. Can I get the maximum output of, like, randomly determined based on the quality? Okay. Note that listed number of floors does not include the boss floor. Okay. You won't get better maps unless you cross over into the next quality bracket. So you don't need to feel you have to push yourself in the absolute highest level map. Oh, I see what they're saying. So there's no point... Okay, so it is. It's just a bracket. It's past the goalpost. And all you need to do is get within the quality bracket to roll the random seed, basically. You don't have to pursue the highest level one. It just has to be within the quality bracket. Although it's impossible to tell what the quality map is unless you look at it. And you can't tell right away. Because let's say you get boss level 3, there's rank 3 monsters, and there's 5 floors. You have zero way of telling whether or not you have a quality 56-60 or 61-75. There's no way to know. Okay, so let's say I'm in the third bracket, 61-75. So it gives me these stats. Okay. So it gives me these stats. Let's say it picks. So it sounds like it's random. So what you want is you want a high level boss. You want high rank monsters, and you want more floors, because that means those translate to more points, which determines the level. No, I guess realistically, all you really want is a high-level grotto. You could just do it based off of the level. Because pursuing... Now, it is technically possible that you could have a... Is that possible? No, it only for the next map, it only looks at the level of the previous grotto, so it doesn't care about its quality. You could have it's technically possible to have is it? Wait, so let's say where I'm in the third bracket and I get the highest in the third bracket. I get 6 floors, I got rank 4, and I got the 5th boss. It's technically possible that in the next bracket I have 6 floors, so that's the same. But I have rank 3 monsters and I have a level 2 boss, which is actually going to be a lower level and lower quality. No, it's the same. It's actually a higher tier quality, but it's actually a lower level than the one in the last bracket. So that's technically possible. You could generate from 61-75 a higher level map than one in the next bracket, which means that if you have a higher level map, doesn't necessarily mean it's higher quality, although it usually does. But really you should just go off level. Okay, so once you have the quality, it determines the level, or it determines the stats. Those stats then really are organized only by bracket. And then it kind of post hoc generates the level. But it only looks at the level when you're generating a new map. So if you're trying to up the quality of your map, then just only look at the level. So all the stats then don't really matter in terms of determining your next grotto. Huh, that's super useful. Okay, so when you get a grotto, figuring out what it means or what's going to be inside it, like regardless of level, okay, what actually... So, what does the level tell you? Level tells you how many points are being spent on higher rank monsters, higher level boss, and floors. So, 3 levels equals 1 attribute increase. So that's 1 more floor one rank higher monster or one tier boss. So if you have level 60, that means there's 20 points being spent on maybe plus 10 floors, plus 5 monsters, and then the 6th, so right, plus 5 to the 6th boss. So it tells you generally how many points are being spent on upgrading the attributes of the map from rank monsters, boss, and floors. But also plus 5 to minus 5. So there's a bit of variety in there. Prefix, it's a rank order system, which makes sense. Clay, rock, granite, basalt, graphite, iron, copper, bronze, steel, silver, gold, platinum, ruby, emerald, sapphire, diamond only translate to monster ranks. So it's just reflecting the monster rank. If you have a monster rank of 5, then it could be anything from copper all the way up to platinum. And if you get, oh, I got bronze, it tells you it's somewhere between 3 and 8. So there's a lot of variety. Could be a lot of variety. But you want higher. That means better. That means better tier mobs. And then the suffix, like dread, bane, woe, tells you the tier of boss. There's low range, low to mid, mid range, upper middle range, and then, or upper mid to highest range, and then highest range. So there's like bottom to mid, mid to high, and then high. That's kind of the ranking. And then there's the environment, like, is it a tunnel? Is it a snow hall? Tells you what the terrain is going to look like, or how many floors there's going to be. Whew. So, like, a chasm is going to have a lot of floors. It kind of tells you how many floors you're going to have. Okay, I think I understand. Took me a while to figure it out. So now we gotta figure out how it translates to metal monsters. I would assume because of the prefix, we want higher level. So you want higher order, you want, and I guess some would be impossible. Like, you can't just make up a random map. It has to actually make sense. So let's say Snow Hall, let's do that. And then the higher order one would be, like Dread. There we go. Okay, so now how do I get metal monsters? That's the thing we gotta figure out now, is what do I gotta actually do to get metal monsters on the... Marsh. Okay, so Marsh gave me Metal King Slime. So it caps out at 40%. Metal King Slime, Terrain, Water. So Marsh, they seem to like water. What's the other water one? Chasm? Nothing. What about Lake? Okay, so we get more Metal King Slimes. Ice Pit? Nope. Cave, Chasm, Crater, Crevice, Crypt. A very low chance. Oh, because the water is 10%, so it gives it a 4% chance of having a liquid metal slime. Let me... Metal King Slime. I'm gonna look at images and see if they're all in marshes. That's my prediction. This one's in a water cave. No, I don't like DQ11. Tell me about DQ9. Nobody's... Bro, no one's showing me DQ9. Bro, This one's in a marsh. That one's in a fire pit. Oh wait, what? Platinum King Jewel. You actually don't really need Platinum King Jewels. Oh, but he has 240k XP. Okay. Where to find grottos, ruins, rank 12, or ice, rank 12. Now this is actually useful. But you can level up with Metal King Slimes. You don't really need those. So where to find Tower of Nod or rank 10 water caves. Rank 8 fire or just a regular rank 9. Is he serious? So yeah, rank 10 water, that makes sense. Rank 8 fire. That was the other one we saw was fire. 1, 2, laser. When he says rank 10, I think he means rank 10 monsters. I think that's what they mean. But there is no monster rank 10. So what does he mean, rank 10? They dropped 10,000 gold. That's pretty insane. Interesting, okay. But this one is rank 12. What do they mean by rank 12? I don't know what they mean by rank 12. Because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there's 12. I've never seen this rank before. See, he didn't include it in his analysis. But now apparently there's a rank to each grotto, which kind of cements it. And it's based off its quality, so that's good to know. Okay. So it needs to be somewhere between... Okay, but we could do better than Metal King Slimes. We could get the Platinum King Jewel. But they're hard to find, and you can level up. You don't need the Platinum King Jewel necessarily. I mean, the Metal King Slime is still really good. Rank 10 water dungeons, or rank 8. Or water rank 8. So it's caves rank 10, water rank 8, or fire rank 9. So the easiest is going to be water rank 8 to find a it's like a marsh. There you go. It's Metal King Slime. So you want like a high ranking you want like a high ranking water dungeon. And what's it gotta be? Well, it's gotta be rank, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does it say 6? Or no, it isn't. No, but it is though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe? No. It's gotta be in here somewhere. It's gotta be rank F, which is what? S, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gotta be whatever this is. No, that's all you need to level up, and then we can go for the Platinum King Jewel once we've maxed everything out. Okay, so you need a high-level water dungeon, basically. Let's say now we have an ice. What's the highest ranked ice one again? Snowball. Glacier. Let's put it up to like 70 or 80. Platinum King Jewel. But if I did anything else, there'd be no platinum, so it has to be ice. Right, so you want a high-level ice. Okay, that's fairly simple. And it's only based off the level, so it has nothing else to do with anything else. Okay, we're finally back in the game, ladies and gents.